Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm a detail actor, Anthony A.J. Johnson, but you may know him as Ezel from the movie Friday. AJ will be born in Compton on February 1st, 1966. AJ will grow up in a two-parent home and came from a family in the entertainment industry. AJ's dad, Eddie, was a stuntman and was even a co-founder of the Black Stuntman Association that started in 1967. At that time in Hollywood, it was rare to see a black stuntman or a black stunt woman, so this helped African Americans in the future of Hollywood. As Eddie was a stuntman for several shows and movies, AJ and his siblings got to go on several sets of movies and get a taste of Hollywood. They also met many famous people, and this made AJ gain a major interest in being a stuntman himself. But even with having dreams of being an entertainer, AJ would grow up during the height of gangbanging, where several gangs would be formed all over Compton, from several Crip and several Paru gangs. Seeing violence will become a normal thing, for having to fight almost every day, to even seeing multiple shootings between warring gangs. AJ himself will become a part of Department Block Crips, a gang that beat for several Paru gangs, a few rival Crips, and also Serrano gangs. AJ would go by the name Little Ant.
That's when they had the drive-by shootings every night. So you had to really watch yourself because you don't know which car was coming to say hi or which car was coming to shoot. So you had to be really careful and watch yourself back in them days.
So you grew up in the days that NWA was rapping about. Those days.
Yeah.
So how big was the gang situation during that time?
Oh, it was big. It was big. And back in junior high, them was the days that when you was fighting every day at the school.
Every day.
Every day at school.
And were there already Crips and Bloods and everything else like that?
Yeah, it was all the Crips and Blood.
Okay.
They at the school, they meet on one side of the football field, we meet on one side, and we get in the middle of the field fighting.
Okay. So were you involved in any of that?
Yeah, I was in.
Okay, and what were you?
I was a Crip.
You're a Crip.
Yeah, Palmer Block.
Okay. And at what age did you join up in all that?
Did I leave?
No, what age did you join the Crips?
Oh, it had to be like 16. 16, 17, yeah.
16, 17. And you were jumped in and everything else like that?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't no jump in. You know, it just, I was from that neighborhood, so.
So you just became that by affiliation?
I was just in it, just walking down the street and tripped. Next thing you know, I was in it.
Okay. And did you guys have beef with another set?
Like yeah, it was like Fruit Town,
Pyru.
Yeah, Pyru.
Yeah. Okay, so you grew up right in the middle of all that.
Middle of all that. And we had to walk to their neighborhood because Davis was in their hood. So we had to walk to school to their hood to go to school. It was right over there where they stayed at. So it was like DJ Quick and Second to None. We was fighting them every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Because those were Pyrus.
Yeah.
After graduating high school, AJ's father would be a big help with fulfilling his dreams, with him being able to get a few chances in Hollywood. He would try to be a stuntman, but this wouldn't work out. AJ would soon realize that being a comedian and an actor was his lane. In 1990, his dad got him a small role in the movie House Party, where he would meet actor and comedian Robin Harris, who persuaded him to do stand-up. When stand-up got AJ a lot of recognition in LA, and he got the attention of Dr. Dre, who was at the time beefing with Eazy-E, and even dissed Eazy on a song called Dre Day. In the Dre Day video, AJ will play a character named Sleazy E, who was mocking Eazy-E. In the video, AJ will be chased and beat and made fun of the whole video. Eazy-E would see the video, and instead of being mad, he wanted AJ in his video playing the same role as the fake Eazy-E.
So, and then I did the video. I guess Eazy seen it. So, Eazy called me. He like, man, you know everybody thought that was me in the video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He like, man, you got to do my video to show people that wasn't me.
Real Compton City Cheese.
I'm like, no problem. So I do Eazy video.
and in the video, the real Eazy runs into the fake Eazy.
Yeah.
And you start shaking.
Yeah, but
Eazy-E would respond to his own diss song, dissing Dr. Dre and Death Row Records. This would cause a problem with AJ and Death Row Records and its CEO, Suge Knight. Suge would be mad as AJ was acting in Eazy-E's video. Suge would make AJ quit Eazy-E's video and he would have to be replaced.
Suge Knight get word that I'm doing Eazy video.
Okay.
He called me into his office.
Before the Eazy-E video.
Before the Eazy video is done. We just done half of Eazy video, like we done one day of it. So I have to go back tomorrow to finish it. But Suge called me into the office. He like, man, you can't finish that video. I'm like, what? I don't have nothing against Dre. I don't have nothing against Eazy. I'm a comedian. I'm trying to pay my rent.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't do it. I'm like, what you mean I can't do it? He already paid me. Suge pulled a gun out. Pow. I said, you can't do it. I won't do it. I went and told E. I said, man, I can't finish the video. He like, why? I said, Suge told me I can't do it. Yo, come on, man. You won't let that nigga punk you like, I can't do it either, man.
You told Eazy about the gun and everything?
I told him everything.
Okay.
So, yeah. Like, well, what we gonna do, man? I know somebody that can finish the video. So I called Arnez J. So Arnez J finished the video. He played Eazy. So in the first half is me, and in the second half is Arnez J.
There are two sleazy E's.
AJ would do some small roles in movies like Lethal Weapon, Menace to Society, House Party 3, Panther, and shows like Martin, Def Comedy Jam, South Central, and The Parenthood. He would appear in these shows and movies from 1992 to 1995. Shortly after, Ice Cube would start the foundation of what we know as the movie Friday, and he would contact AJ about a role in the movie, playing a crackhead named Ezel. Friday would become a huge success, and nobody thought the movie would take off like the way it did and have the legacy it would later have. With it released in '95, it's still many people's favorite movie to this day. Even though AJ didn't get paid much for this movie, this is probably still his most known role. The character Ezel brought a major comedic aspect in the movie. In every scene that AJ was in, he stood out and had a major presence. Some of the most quotable lines from this movie are from the character Ezel. This would lead to AJ having a good amount of roles from 1996 to 1998. He would appear in movies like Great White Hype, starring Samuel Jackson, Bep starring Halle Berry, How to Be a Player, Woo with Jada Pinkett, and I Got the Hookup with Master P. And also another movie with Ice Cube called The Players Club. Just like in Friday, in both movies Players Club and I Got the Hookup, and every scene that AJ played in, he stole the show and had hilarious scenes. I Got the Hookup would be one of AJ's biggest roles, starring next to Master P in the hood comedy. The movie did well and even got AJ one of his biggest paychecks from acting. Going into the 2000s, AJ would appear in around 10 movies, and some movies being like Foolish, Hot Boys, Baller Blocking, O, and Repose. And he was still doing stand-up, and he also appeared on a skit on the Up and Smoke tour with Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre. But around this time, AJ will become addicted to drinking alcohol, which heavily affected his life and also his career. He would say his addiction got so bad to a point, he drank so much that he couldn't even get drunk anymore. AJ's addiction would lead to 5 DUIs and him spending up to 3 years in jail. He would take many years to sober up, but he eventually would. AJ would go back to stand-up and start acting in movies again in 2015. From 2015 to 2019, AJ would appear in 9 movies. By 2018, AJ would reprise his role as Blue from I Got the Hookup. In the sequel, I Got the Hookup 2, but the movie didn't go as good as the original, and even AJ didn't like the film. By 2021, AJ's health would start to decline, and by September 6 of 2021, at the age of 55, AJ would die after being found unresponsive. He would die from failed organs after years of abusing alcohol. AJ will be remembered as one of the funniest characters in several movies, and he left his mark in the industry. RIP to him. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.